p block elements. So you studied in class 11 also. You know what are p block elements? What are p block elements? The elements whose last electron enters valence p orbital is known as p block elements. The elements whose last electron means valence electrons. So the last electron, if it is enters p orbital of valence shell, then it is called p block elements. As you all know, in the periodic table, the elements from group 13 to 18 are called p block elements. We studied in class 11 itself, the elements from group 13 to 18 are called p block elements. Why they are called p block elements? Because the last electron of these elements, if you write the electronic configuration, the valence electron enters p orbital of valence shell. That is why it is called p block elements. It is a very important area, as we already studied. This is the only area in the periodic table which consists of metals, non-metals and metalloids. Also in class 11 we completed group 13 and 14. In class 12 we are going to study about group 15, 16 and 17. Group 15 consists of nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. These are the elements of group 15. So first group is 15th group. 15th group consists of nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. Once again, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. These are the elements of group 15. These elements together called nitrogen family element. These elements together called nitrogen family elements. In nitrogen family, the first member, that is nitrogen, as we all know, in atmosphere it is present around 78%. 78% of the atmosphere consists of molecular nitrogen. Also in earth crust, nitrogen is present in the form of sodium nitrate as well as potassium nitrate. The sodium nitrate is otherwise called silly saltpeter. Potassium nitrate is otherwise called Indian saltpeter. What is Indian saltpeter? Potassium nitrate. What is silly saltpeter? Sodium nitrate is otherwise called silly saltpeter. The second element in nitrogen family is phosphorus. If you talk about the occurrence of phosphorus, phosphorus is mainly present in bones and living cells of living beings. It is mainly found in the bones and living cells of all the living beings. It also found in minerals of apatite family. So phosphorus is one of the important component of apatite family minerals. So apatite family minerals means minerals that are used for making fertilizers. Minerals used for making fertilizers are called apatite family minerals. Phosphorus is one of the important component of apatite family minerals. One of the examples for apatite family mineral is fluoroapatite. So this is the formula for fluoroapatite. Ca3PO4 6 times CaF2. Ca3PO4 6 times CaF2 is the formula for fluoroapatite. So nitrogen family or group 15 consists of nitrogen, phosphorus. We discussed about the occurrence of nitrogen as well as phosphorus. So next element is arsenic. antimony and bismuth. Arsenic, antimony and bismuth. These elements are mainly found in the earth crust in the form of their sulfide minerals. So arsenic, antimony, bismuth are mainly occur in earth crust in the form of their sulfide minerals. So arsenic is found in earth crust in the form of arsenic sulfide, antimony sulfide. If we talk about electronic configuration, for writing the electronic configuration of elements of group 15, not only group 15, for writing the electronic configuration of any element, we need the atomic number. We know the first member is nitrogen, whose atomic number is 7. The next member is phosphorus, whose atomic number is 15. The next member is arsenic, whose atomic number is 33. Next member is antimony, whose atomic number is 51. The last member is bismuth, whose atomic number is 83. If the atomic number is 7 mean, how can you write the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. If you write the similar manner, if you write the electronic configuration of phosphorus, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3. Similarly, if you write the electronic configuration of antimony, it will ends with, arsenic, it will end with 4s2, 4p3. If you write the electronic configuration of antimony, it will end with 5s2, 5p3. The next member, the electronic configuration ends with 6s2, 6p3. That means the general outermost electronic configuration of group 15 is ns2, np3. ns2, np3 is the general outermost electronic configuration of group 15 element. So ns2, np3, that means s orbital is completely filled, whereas p orbital is half filled. We know that completely filled as well as half filled state are highly stable. That means group 15 element possess stable electronic configuration. They are having highly stable electronic configuration. Because of this stable electronic configuration, the reactivity of group 15 elements are very low. Group 15 elements are least reactive element. Why they are least reactive? Because of their stable ns2, np3 electronic configuration. Atomic and ionic radii. So what about the atomic and ionic radii? On moving down the group, when we are moving from nitrogen to phosphorus, atomic radii increases. Atomic radii increases. But when we move from phosphorus to arsenic, again atomic radius increases. Arsenic to bismuth, antimony, it increases. Antimony to bismuth, it increases. So when we move from nitrogen to bismuth, atomic radii as well as ionic radii increases. But this increase is very small when we move from arsenic to bismuth. So when we move from nitrogen to phosphorus, we can see the difference in atomic radii. But when we move from arsenic to bismuth, we cannot able to distinguish the difference. That means the increase in atomic radii is very less. Why the increase in atomic radii is very less? Because when we move from phosphorus to arsenic, antimony, bismuth, they are having completely filled d and f orbital. They are having d orbital and f orbital. This d and f orbital possess very low shielding effect or screening effect. Since they are having very less screening effect, the outermost electrons are strongly attracted by the nucleus, hence the atomic radii, even though it increases, we cannot able to see the increase. That is, what about atomic and ionic radii? When we move from top to bottom, in general, atomic and ionic radii increases. But this increase is considerable in the case of when we move from nitrogen to phosphorus. But when we move from arsenic to bismuth, the increase in atomic radii is very less. Ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy, as we studied earlier, it is inversely proportional to atomic radius. That means when atomic radius increases, ionization enthalpy value decreases. We studied in group 15 when we move from top to bottom. That means when we move from nitrogen to bismuth, atomic size increases. Hence, ionization enthalpy value decreases. So, when we move from top to bottom in group 15, atomic size increases, therefore ionization enthalpy value decreases. When we move from left to right, when we compare with the group 14, group 15 element possess higher ionization enthalpy. Why the elements of group 15 possess higher ionization enthalpy? Because of its small size. When we compare it to group 14, group 15 elements are smaller. Because of the small size as well as due to stable electronic configuration. We already studied group 15 element possess ns2np3 stable electronic configuration. Due to the presence of stable electronic configuration as well as smaller size, the elements of group 15 possess higher ionization enthalpy when we compare with the elements of group 14. In group 15, nitrogen is a diatomic gas. It is a diatomic gas. While all the other elements are solid. The nitrogen is the only element in group 15 exists in the form of gaseous state. Whereas when we move from phosphorus to bismuth, all the elements are solid. Why nitrogen exists in gaseous form? Because of its small size. Due to its small size as well as non-polar nature. Due to the small size and non-polar nature, the intermolecular force of attraction is absent in nitrogen. In nitrogen, the intermolecular force are absent because of its small size and non-polar nature. Due to the absence of intermolecular force of attraction, nitrogen exists in gaseous form, while the other elements exist in the form of solid. Metallic character. So, in group 15, when we move from top to bottom, metallic character increases. That means nitrogen and phosphorus are non-metals, whereas arsenic and antimony are metalloids, whereas bismuth is a metal. Bismuth is a metal. In group 15, when we move from top to bottom, the metallic character increases. Nitrogen and phosphorus is a non-metal, both are non-metals. Whereas arsenic and antimony are metalloids. Bismuth is a metal. Boiling point. When we move from nitrogen to bismuth, the boiling point increases because of the increase in atomic mass. Since the atomic mass increases, the boiling point also increases. But in the case of melting point, when we move from nitrogen to arsenic, melting point increases. But when we move beyond arsenic, the melting point decreases. Why the melting point decreases? Because of the increase in metallic character. Due to the increase in metallic character, melting point decreases down. Not decreases down, it increases up to arsenic, then it decreases because of the increase in metallic character. Oxidation state. -3, +3 and +5 are the common oxidation state of group 15. What are the common oxidation state of group 15? -3, +3 and +5. Already we studied in class 11. All the elements of group 15 exhibiting a common oxidation state called group oxidation state, which is equal to the number of electrons present in the outermost orbital. That means for 15th group, the outermost electronic configuration is ns2np3. 3 plus 2, 5. Outermost orbital contain 5 electrons. Therefore, all the elements of group 15 exhibiting +5 as its common oxidation state. As we already studied in class 11, other than group oxidation state, the elements of p block area exhibiting another one oxidation state, which is 2 unit less than group oxidation state. 2 unit less means +3 oxidation state. So they are exhibiting +3 and +5 oxidation state. The 15th group elements having only 5 electrons in the outermost orbital. That means by getting 3 electrons, they are acquire the stable electronic configuration or nearby noble gas configuration. Therefore, they are also exhibiting -3 oxidation state also. Why they are exhibiting -3 oxidation state? By getting 3 more electrons, they become or they are getting stable oxidation state. Therefore, they are also exhibiting -3 oxidation state also. But getting up 3 electron is energetically very difficult. But nitrogen, phosphorus, due to its small size and high electronegativity, to an extent they are exhibiting -3 oxidation state. Nitrogen is the only element exhibiting -3 oxidation state. The tendency to exhibit -3 oxidation state decreases down the group. For example, the bismuth, the last element, form no compound in -3 oxidation state. Similarly, the stability of +3 oxidation state, increases down the group. On moving down the group, the stability of +3 oxidation state increases, whereas the stability of +5 oxidation state decreases. The stability of +5 oxidation state decreases and the stability of +3 oxidation state increases on moving down the group. This is because of inert pair effect. Which effect? Inert pair effect. Due to inert pair effect, the stability of +5 oxidation state goes on decrease on moving down the group. Moreover, nitrogen form +1, +2, +3, +4 and +5 oxidation state when it reacts with oxygen. When it reacts with oxygen, the first element, nitrogen, form compounds in +1, +2, +3, +4 and +5 oxidation state. Among the other than +5 oxidation state, all the other oxidation state, compounds in all the other oxidation state undergoes disproportionation reaction. For example, consider this equation 3HNO2 on gives HNO3 plus H2O plus 2NO. In this reaction, the first compound in nitrous acid HNO2, nitrogen is in plus 3 oxidation state. If you calculate 1 hydrogen plus 1 plus X minus 4 equal to 0, that means nitrogen is in plus 3 oxidation state. But when it converted into product, in this compound, plus 1 plus X minus 6 equal to 0. That means nitrogen is in plus 5 oxidation state. Similarly, if you consider this compound, in this compound, nitrogen X minus 2 equal to 0. That means nitrogen is in plus 2 oxidation state. What is the meaning of this? In this reaction, in the reactant side, nitrogen is in plus 3 oxidation state. But during the process, its oxidation state increases. In this compound, its oxidation state decreases. Oxidation state increases means it undergo oxidation. Oxidation state decreases mean it undergoes reduction. Both oxidation, reduction takes place simultaneously in a single reaction. Therefore, this reaction is called disproportionation reaction. That is why we studied nitrogen. The intermediate oxidation state of nitrogen undergoes disproportionation reaction. Similarly, the intermediate oxidation state of phosphorus also undergoes disproportionation reaction. But arsenic, antimony, bismuth, these elements in plus 3 oxidation state do not undergoes disproportionation reaction. We are going to study about some important peculiar nature of nitrogen when we compare with the rest of the members of the groups. For example, if you consider nitrogen in its outermost orbital, we know that its electronic configuration is 2s2 2p3. That means one s orbital and 3 p orbitals are available for bonding. That means the maximum covalency of nitrogen is 4. What is the meaning of covalency? Covalency means number of shared pair of electrons. Here nitrogen can accommodate one shared pair of electron. Here another pair, here another pair, here another pair. That means totally it can accommodate 4 pairs of electrons. Hence the covalency, maximum covalency of nitrogen in group 15 is 4. Whereas the rest of the members, if you consider phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, they, due to the presence of d orbital, they expand their covalency. That means their covalencies are beyond 4 or it is greater than 4. So nitrogen is the only element shows the covalency of 4. Similarly, among the elements of group 15, nitrogen forms p-pi multiple bond, whereas the rest of the members do not form p-pi multiple bond. Why the other members cannot form p-pi multiple bond? Because the atomic orbitals of other members are so large, as well as they are diffuse. Hence, they cannot able to form effective overlapping. Because of that, they cannot form p-pi multiple bond. Nitrogen is the only element which can form p-pi multiple bond. Whereas the rest of the members are forming d-pi multiple bond. This d-pi multiple bond cannot be formed by nitrogen due to its small size. P-pi multiple bond cannot be formed by other members of the group because their atomic orbitals are so large as well as they are diffuse and cannot form effective overlapping. The next dissimilarities when we compare with the rest of the members of the group is nitrogen is a diatomic molecule. Nitrogen is a diatomic molecule with a triple bond between the two nitrogen atoms. Nitrogen is a atomic molecule with a triple bond between them. Since a triple bond is present between two nitrogen atoms, the bond dissociation enthalpy of nitrogen is 941 kilojoule per mole. It is very high. Since the bond dissociation enthalpy is very high, nitrogen is inert at normal temperature. Whereas the rest of the members are forming single bond. That is, phosphorus form PP single bond. Arsenic form ASA single bond. Antimony form SB single bond. Whereas bismuth form metallic bond. Bismuth form metallic bond. So nitrogen, between nitrogen, triple bond is present. Its bond dissociation enthalpy is very high. Whereas the rest of the members are forming single bond. The nitrogen single bond strength is weaker when we compare to phosphorus bond length. We are comparing bond strength of PP with NN single bond strength is weaker. Why it is weaker means in nitrogen, so the bond length is small. Why the bond length is small? Because nitrogen is a smaller one. Automatically the bond length is smaller. Since the bond length is smaller, the non-bonding electron, we know that nitrogen in its outermost orbital having 5 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This nitrogen also having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 2 electrons involved in bonding. Here 2 electron, here 2 electron, here 2 electron, here 2 electron. They are called non-bonding electron. Since the atomic size or the bond length is small, the non-bonded electrons are nearer to each other. Since the non-bonded electrons are nearer, they repel with each other. Because of their NN bond strength is weaker. So we studied PP bond strength is stronger than NN bond strength, or otherwise NN bond strength is weaker when we compare with the PP bond length. That is why the catenation tendency of nitrogen is smaller when we compare with the phosphorus. When we compare with the phosphorus, the catenation tendency of nitrogen is smaller. Why? Because of the inter-electronic repulsion due to smaller size. This is the reason for catenation tendency of nitrogen. The catenation tendency of nitrogen is weaker when we compare with the rest of the members of the group. So we studied some dissimilarity of nitrogen when we compare with the rest of the members of the group. What are the dissimilarity? Nitrogen is the only element, its covalency is only 4. Nitrogen can form p-pi multiple bond, where the rest of the members are forming d-pi multiple bonds. Nitrogen having a triple bond between them, it exists as a diatomic molecule, whereas the rest of them are having single bond between them. Nitrogen triple bond is a heavier one, stronger one, whereas nitrogen single bond is weaker one. All these we call it as anomalous behavior of nitrogen. The first member we studied, nitrogen is the first member. First member of the group always shows some anomalous behavior. We studied some example for anomalous behavior of nitrogen. Why nitrogen shows anomalous behavior? Nitrogen shows anomalous behavior due to its small size. Due to its small size, it shows some anomalous behavior. Second reason for anomalous behavior is it having high ionization enthalpy as well as electronegativity. And the third reason is absence of d orbital. Due to the absence of d orbital, due to the presence of high ionization enthalpy and electronegativity and small size, nitrogen shows some dissimilarity or anomalous behavior when we compare with the rest of the members of the group. So far what we studied in this video? In this video we studied about group 15. We studied about the group discussion of the group 15 elements. So we studied group 15 consists of 5 elements. So these elements, when we move from top to bottom, their atomic size and ionic size increases. Therefore, what about the ionization enthalpy? Ionization enthalpy value decreases. We studied, so when we move from top to bottom, the metallic character increases. We studied about some peculiar nature of nitrogen. In our next video, we are going to study something about the chemical properties of group 15 elements.